So I was actually going to sit here and give myself a tarot reading because it's been a while since I've done that. And it's like the middle of the day. I'm just sitting here, but no. The message that I got was, that was too many cards, was to do a general reading for you guys. So here we are. Maybe I'll do my reading afterwards. Maybe there's also a message in here for me. I don't know. We'll see how it goes though. We follow the energy as long as it feels good, right? Right. Seven of Cups. It honestly feels like there's way too much thought going into your options because, you know, like look at they're really considering things. Not that it's necessarily a bad thing to put a lot of thought into your options, but I think sometimes it can become easy to think too much and not feel as much. It's interesting too that I even said at the beginning of this reading that we go where the energy takes us as long as it feels good. This also even has that feeling of, you know, when there's, I don't know, like the technical name for it, but you know, when you hide something underneath a cup and there's like at least 3 cups on the table and they mix them all up and you're supposed to choose which one, the cup or the ball or whatever is under. It has that vibe to it. You know, and you're like, as they're being mixed up, you're trying your best to keep your eye on the one that has the ball under it, which again is a lot of focus. Cups have to do with our emotions, our heart center. How do we feel about things? How do we feel about what we're doing? How do we feel about ourselves? How do we feel about our lives, the people that are in our lives, the relationships that we have, whatever those relationships are. I mean, romantic, platonic, business, whatever they are. And the Seven of Cups is about options. There's also even that Marie Kondo effect with the Seven of Cups. Did I say Seven of Wands before? I don't know. Because it really is, to me anyway, considering what are the things, again, that feel good to you. Not the shoulds, not the obligations, not the expectations from either yourself or others or whatever, but what is it that feels good to focus on right now, despite whatever strings are attached or not to it? Maybe too, like you're worried that it could be a distraction or taking you away from putting energy into something, again, that you should, because we love shoulding all over ourselves, right? I hate that word should, but it comes up so much. And every time it does, I'm just like, oh, puke. Because again, right? I mean, should is like an obligation. It's an expectation. There's usually some story attached to a should. And maybe that's why there's so much consideration or so much focus in this person. And we really don't know, like in this depiction of the Seven of Cups, we really don't know what is in these cups. Maybe you do feel a little blind, or maybe you are considering things in a way that you hadn't considered them before. So it's like the picture or the feeling, especially since we're talking about cups, maybe it's just the feeling surrounding certain things in your life is not quite clear yet, because you're even deciding how you even want to feel, not how you should feel about whatever those things are. Because usually in the Seven of Cups, there's different imagery that represents different aspects of our lives. Like there could be a house or a heart or coins, or, you know, there's usually some sort of illustration to represent different aspects. And it is like, okay, how do I feel about that? How do I feel about that? Do I want to make that a priority right now? Do I want to make this a priority again? Right? It's, again, considering your feeling, like the Marie Kondo effect of what feels good, what doesn't, shelving the things that don't feel good for right now or getting rid of them completely if need be, and focusing on the things that do feel good. However, in this depiction, all of the cups are turned over. Not to repeat myself again, but there could be things, emotions, whatever that you are in the process of even changing or even getting a deeper understanding of your own feelings surrounding a certain thing, which I love. I feel like we should all be doing that all the time. I'm being drawn to these two bracelets. I don't know what these are. It's not like a watch or anything. It doesn't even look like handcuffs, but it is giving me that feeling because they're obviously not connected. So there's the feeling of freedom in some capacity. And especially if there are things that you are emotionally considering differently or even just exploring differently, then this to me would be saying that whatever beliefs or ideals or things that you were cuffed to before, you are no longer. And allowing yourself to even expand emotionally, which is where we find emotional maturity, right? When we open our heart and we allow ourselves to consider many different things. I just realized that this cup is even a different color. Was it always like that? I've been staring at these cups for now, whatever, 8 minutes, and I just realized that. I'm leaving it there. I can't believe time just flies when I'm doing these. I really do not intend for them to be this long, but here we are.